everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. Hope everyone had a good week. It's pretty dreary today. Calling for rain kind of all day, but it hasn't done too much today. My son was homesick for the last half of the week with a stomach bug, but we seem to be on the mends now. So we should be able to go back to school on Monday. He did miss a birthday party yesterday, so he must have been pretty sick if we couldn't have done that, right? Yeah, nothing too exciting here. Yesterday I worked on cleaning out my front flower bed, so now the back of my legs hurt, and trimmed the tree in the front yard. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to report here, I believe. Yeah, all right, let's get into it then. I was able to meet up with Nicole, who won the giveaway. Met up with her last week because she is local, and she's so sweet. She actually gave me this little bag of goodies. So the bag I'm going to, I think, move my socks into. And then I'm knitting this cute bag with these kittens and birds and yarn on. This Mill Hill kit. And this kit here. Santa Claus. So it's also a perforated paper kit as well. And then she also included like a floss buddy. And these little penguins on it. Very cute. Thank you again, Nicole. It was very unexpected. I was there to give you a little gift and wasn't expecting anything in return, but much appreciated. And then I also ordered, excuse me, I have a tiny bit of a head cold that I am just trying to keep at bay. I don't feel too terrible, but there's a little bit of a cough, and I just need to be able to make it to work tomorrow because I have a couple new people starting. All right. So I ordered a unicorn, a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger to go with that fabric I picked up at Stitch North. So it's pretty hefty. I haven't taken it out of its package yet. But yeah, it's a pretty thick book. So I did get this from 123 Stitch because I didn't see that Stitches Central had it, so. I'd made myself some tea, but perhaps I should have got myself a glass of water because my tea is too hot to drink right now. So yeah, so those were my Stitchy Kindness and acquisitions. So for stitching, I stitched on Garden Cat last Sunday, and I don't think I had shown you or gotten to that yet. So that's how that one's looking. So it's coming along pretty good. I only have, there's a top of a flower here to do, and then a few flowers over here. So this might be another piece that I could kind of unofficially focus on to get done. But I'm not going to do the sun at the top. And then, so this is a baby raccoon. It's a stitch along from Mama Witch cross stitch Patreon that she had in the winter. That's the raccoon. So I needed something for like, I needed to work on my smallest project. So this actually ended up being my smallest project. I needed like 500 stitches in him. So that I worked on his jacket mainly. Excuse me. Clearly, I have not talked this much today. Or I did not think it was going to be a problem. I didn't go to running group this morning because I wanted to not overexert myself because I want this to calm itself down today. Again, I don't feel terrible. Snow Village came out. So now we're in Mania. So now we're in May. It's Mania. So you're going to be seeing a lot of variety of projects. So Snow Village was for the first day. So I worked on this piece there, that section there. So that's how that's looking. And it is still an open whip go call, Snow Village, so. I think it's a dog outside. Like, very weird sound outside, I think it's a dog. Kringles, I worked on for a couple days. It was also a whip go piece. It got a couple days work because I needed a certain number of stitches after I started on it for a prompt. I did move it onto a scroll frame because it was annoying me. So I worked on this present right here and some brickwork right there. Can really see through it. Put Lori's Ohio needle minder on there because she wants to get hers finished, but it's basically the bane of her existence. So that's how mine's looking. Chocolate bunnies. Chocolate bunnies came out on Friday. Yeah, water would have been a good idea. We're almost. So life needs more chocolate bunnies. I need to finish those white letters. That's what my contribution to that was during this mania. Probably fold it in a different spot. But that's another day's problem. On Saturday, I had a new start. So with my mania, I just work on my pieces from previous manias as they come up in the month. And then if something has been finished, then I have a new start. So before I plan out my mania, I do tend to move my new starts to the weekend because that will be easier to do. So I started Toonies from Uncanny Curry and D's 26s. So this is from Stitch North last year. And for a moment I couldn't find the needle, but I see it now. That's how far I am on that. So there's a little loon. So cute. So this is a 28 piece Brennan needle fabric called Sunset. And I'm using Brennan needle floss that I picked up this year at Stitch North. So the call for colors of spring greenhouse, Bull Island ore. There's a lot of variation in this black. And then they didn't have the Pirate's glass, so I got Turnt for the green. Need to find a bag to put that in. Perhaps that animal yoga bag that I got at Stitch North. That seems appropriate. That's still very hot. So my Stitch North, or my new start yesterday, and then today was working on my 2022 Stitch North sampler. And that's how we are here. Now I am changing the lettering a little bit just so it's more consistent. Yeah, I don't like it when there's some letters are different than others in a font, if you know what I mean. So that's how that looks. So I will need to make a note not to count off of the saying inside. Saying in the middle is what I'm trying to say. Because that's not really accurate anymore. Because I've done my own thing. And then I did pull this out of my purse. Nice in the sewing room. So this is the piece I'm working on for the Stitches and Pages Sal with Katie the Novel Stitcher. And this is how far I am now. So made some good progress, mainly working on that at lunch. The start here is going to be for measuring tape or a ruler, I guess. So that will be easy stitching there. And it'll be easy to pick up at lunchtime. I don't think the pattern for this will fit in that little bitsy bob thing that I got from Nicole. And then I did want to say some shout outs and thank yous to a few channels that shouted me out this week. Making Things with String. Making Things with Strings. String. I will tag her as I mentioned. But yeah, she was at Stitch North and we had exchanged flash drops. And so she gave me a little shout out. But it was very nice to meet you at Stitch North. Rhea from the Blue Coast Stitcher shouted me out. I was just watching her video before I came up here today. And then Garon Stitchery gave me a little shout out as I had excuse me, as I had shouted them out in the congratulations of opening their new LNS last week. All right, so that is all I have today. Got another couple notes here I'm gonna forget. Yeah. So I hope everyone has a good week, and I will see everyone next week.